Okay, so this is based off a Stephen King book. So for those of you that don't know, earlier this year we had a Stephen King movie called The Long Walk about people who had to walk basically until one of them was standing and they won this prize. There was a corrupt government. Anyway, it's basically this movie, but with walking, and now we have running. So I could be wrong. I haven't read the books, but they seem very similar. And then later on, after Stephen King wrote those books, came the Hunger Games. And that feels like it could have been inspired by these because they feel just so similar. So this is about a man competing in a game show called The Running Man. And is, like I said, very much like the Hunger Games. It's a brutal modern day Roman Colosseum gladiator games type last man standing situation. And it also, going in, it felt like it was going to be a return to those 90s testosterone-filled popcorn action blockbuster family man fighting for his family type action movies that I adore. And I was really wanting this to be a movie I enjoyed for that reason. And I'm happy to say that yes, I did enjoy it. Is it going to be on my top 10 list of the year? No, I don't see myself rewatching it. I didn't really enjoy it to that point where I left the cinema like, yes, that was amazing. But I did enjoy it. It's definitely worth going to the cinema on a Friday night. You know, if you just want something to watch, it does the job. But it does it in a way that is a bit generic. So there was a version that came out in the 80s with Arnold Schwarzenegger, which I now want to see because I love Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. True Lies is one of those just classic man fighting for his family type movies that I love. And I feel like this, well, a lot of people are saying it isn't a remake. So I can't really say because I haven't seen the original, but I feel like this one is going to be different in some way because a lot of people that have seen the trailer have said that it seems like it's an actual more faithful adaptation of the book than the Arnold Schwarzenegger version. So if you've read the book and seen the Arnold version, let me know what you think down below. And there's an Easter egg in the movie of this money that has Arnold Schwarzenegger's face in it. So I don't know if that 80s movie was meant to like exist in the same universe as this movie, but that would be interesting if that was true. So this was directed by Edgar Wright. He directed Last Night in Soho, a movie that I really, really enjoyed. I feel like that's a really underappreciated movie. Baby Driver, he's definitely got a lot of talent as a director, but the standout of this for me was Glenn Powell, what am I saying? He really showed that he's more than just that funny rom-com type guy that I feel like people were starting to typecast him as. He was in Twisters. You know, he just had that vibe about him, that charismatic, charming, funny guy. He's very bitter, very angry, and he plays it really well. I was really surprised actually by how good he was. We had Michael Cera, who was in basically all of the movies I watched as a teenager. Like, you couldn't go to a movie theater growing up without seeing Michael Cera in some movie. And I don't know if it was a nostalgia factor, but I really wish his character had been a larger part of the movie. Unfortunately, he wasn't in it for much. Lee Pace was under the mask. We don't see him until the end as the main assassin guy. So he played Thranduil in the Hobbit movies. He was absolutely incredible in the Hobbit trilogy, but here it sort of feels like he's phoning it in. I know he's a talented guy, but he just doesn't really feel like he's giving it his all. And then we had the guy that is in charge of everything, in charge of the game show. I don't know the name of that actor, but he did a really good job as the main villain, the face of the corrupt government guy. So the action is as you would expect. It's pretty much non-stop. We had some really good action scenes, chase scenes. I feel like it's a movie that I did enjoy, but like I said, I wouldn't really want to see again. The whole theme of Eat the Rich, when done well, like with the Hunger Games, it can be really, really entertaining, and it's a theme that is relevant, but here it did feel a little too heavy-handed, which I get it. It's the whole point of the movie is the corrupt government and the game show, but still, it could have had a bit more nuance to it. So I didn't really connect with the characters on an emotional level. It did feel a bit like style over substance here, and I'd say 7 out of 10 is being generous. Look, if you've seen it, let me know what you guys think down below. I'd really like to know your opinions. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that YouTube stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video.